So, like a lot of people in my generation, I was obsessed with the movie Beetlejuice. Though I was technically only 3 when it came out, I had the VHS, which my sister and I literally watched so many times the tape broke. The cartoon series and line of toys from Kenner also just further stoked my love for this movie and indeed really weird offbeat cinema. Also, Beetlejuice, the animated series, was the greatest movie to cartoon series ever created. End of discussion. I have followed the production hell that was Beetlejuice 2, which had been talked about going all the way back to the release of the '88 film. But now, finally, it's happening. And the other day, we got the first teaser trailer. And oh my God, all the nostalgic dopamine was rushing into my brain. Seeing all the places and familiar faces, and the new additions like Jenna Ortega, and of course, the famous Deo song. I am so excited. Yet, as I watched the trailer again, something was bothering me. Something didn't seem quite right. And then it hit me. Why is Delia Deetz now have bright blue eyes? Now, before you comment, here's a side by side of the real Catherine O'Hara, her from the original film. She doesn't have these colored eyes in either real life or her character. So, why change them? This seems to be an interesting detail that I haven't really seen pointed out yet. So, because I am so excited about Beetlejuice, here are a couple theories on why I think Delia Deetz looks a little bit differently this time around. Also, I have a little bit of other news after this, so please stick around for that. So, theory one is this is a dream sequence. Evidence for this comes from the kids singing the famous Deo song, or it's actually technically called the Banana Boat song by Harry Belafonte. This seems very strange, and it makes you wonder if this is some kind of dream sequence or maybe a distortion of reality. This might explain why Delia looks like this. So, theory two is she's just had work done. In 1988's Beetlejuice, Delia Deetz was an artist, a fashion icon, and was and still is the moment.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
But it isn't a stretch to think that her character might have had some plastic surgery. Again, here's a side by side, and you can see that the entire shape of the face is different. I think this is the most likely reason, and perhaps as more information comes out, this will be confirmed. Theory number three, she's possessed. I know this is a stretch, but in the very strange world of Tim Burton, a possession isn't entirely out of the question. In fact, possession was mentioned a few times in the original film. Unlikely, sure, but you never know. So, the other thing I wanted to cover is Charles Deetz, and is he returning? And if not, why? So, it has been confirmed that Jeffrey Jones is not returning. In fact, the funeral scene in the trailer is Charles's. This is definitely confirmed. But why is he not returning? Well, strap in for a trigger warning. In 2003, Jeffrey Jones was convicted of soliciting a minor for nude images, and he was arrested for failing to register as a blank offender. Needless to say, Warner Brothers doesn't want to have this kind of baggage and rightly decided to kill off his character. But, and it's a big but, Beetlejuice fans know, of course, that the dead don't stay dead. In fact, that is basically the whole premise of the original 1988 film, which may pose a problem, but I don't really think it does, because in the first film, ghosts can be exorcised and more or less be banished to this hellish limbo. And with some clever writing, you can explain away why Jones's Charles Deetz doesn't have a ghost of a chance returning in any form. And I know, corny pun, but I don't know. I like dad jokes. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I wanted to do a react video or a breakdown video for the trailer, but there are already a ton of those, and I always try to come at these videos with a slightly different take. But now I am dying to hear from y'all and what you think of these theories. What do you think about the film itself? And are you as excited as I am? So thanks again, and I will see y'all in the next video.
I know. I'll watch a little TV.